to the ScamSlam channel. I'm here to bring you content from both shady and some not so shady individuals on TikTok. Ever scrolled through your For You page and come across a sketchy scam or a questionable character? Well, you're not alone, and that's where I come in. On this channel, I'll be diving deep into the world of TikTok to expose scams, scammers, and problematic content to steer clear of. From beggars, scammers, fakers, liars, abusers, and awareness creators that you watch, I'll be here to share it all. I'll be doing it all through showing live streams and adding in comments where appropriate. Be sure to look out for those red flags. So if you want to stay informed on what's really going on in the world of TikTok, then hit that subscribe button and join me on this wild ride. Let's expose the truth together, and reminder, don't send money to anyone on TikTok.
Hello. Finally. Damn. Shit. It's gone alright. Okay. I slept the majority of the day. Woke up about 3. Woke up about 3 p.m. So ordered some things. And then I did go out a bit, just to the vape store. And I went to a little shop over there. I got some things. So, some things to try. Don't know what to think. So, Walker's Supreme Prawn Cocktail Chips. Yeah. Great British, 100% Great British potatoes. So I figured I'd try them all on here. I got a couple others. And then I did get. You know what's cool is when you get a big bag of chips. What I've found, because I got 2 of them. There's a big bag, and inside the big bag will be individual bag chips. And they don't look like the ones from America, obviously. It was alright, 7 hours. So, somebody said I had to try the Cadbury over here, so, while I was here. So, we got the caramel and the regular. And then, I found Cadbury donuts. Cadbury caramel donuts, which I got for breakfast. Yeah. So I got Cadbury caramel donuts for breakfast. Then I got the Supreme prawn cocktail chips, and there's Ridge Cut flame grilled steak chips. And then I like steak, so what, in the hotel? I stay here at this hotel till the 11th, and then I go to somewhere else. Then I'm going to Derbyshire. And then I got the Pringles flame grilled steak. Should be interesting, right? Just a little bit. The strawberries, I'll tell you what, everything tastes different here. Even McDonald's, by the way. It tastes better. And the Coca-Cola, by the way. So I've been drinking this since yesterday. And even flat, it tastes the same. It tastes the same as it did. It's because of the sugar in it. They use here, in the US they use the high fructose corn syrup. Here they use like sugar cane or sugar beet sugar for it. It's the same amount of sugar, just different type. And that's why when you drink the one from America, it tastes god awful, especially after it goes flat. Here it doesn't. Oh, here at McDonald's too, the McDonald's here, they have banana milkshakes, which is so good, by the way. I had one. Oh, I should have better say that. Hang on. Damn it. So yeah, so so the vape um I got 3 of the pods and then one of the whole thing. My plans for right now, I don't know. I play it by ear. I just go with the flow. Like today, I thought I would go out, and no, I was tired. I was fucking tired. I was tired. I was tired. You know. I just play it by ear. Especially right now with financially. Let's just go with that. That's So. I had strawberries earlier too. Strawberries here are much better than strawberries in the US. Oh, excuse me. I also had 2 bottles of wine like that. I liked the first one, the second one was disgusting. Thank you. Already did the DNA. Already met with authorities, did the DNA and all that as soon as I got here. Well, I'll look it up and I'll tell you. Still difficult for me, obviously. How many pounds is a US dollar?
$1 equals 75 pence.
How many US dollars are... Wait. How much is 1 pound in US dollars?
1 pound equals $1.33.
So, yeah. So, sorry. Well, it sure shit smells like shrimp cocktail. Oh, I'm just trying something new. Yeah. Here it goes. It tastes like shrimp cocktail. Like, yeah, only crunchy. It is Supreme Prawn Cocktail Chips. Oh, and it smells. Oh. The smell, however, I've never liked the smell of fish, though. No. No. Everything, it's been real pleasant. It's the smell that gets me. So I guess this is the #1 brand for crisp here in the UK. Yeah. I also got these. I thought I was ordering a big bag. No, it's a big bag, but 6 individually wrapped bags. Um, I had strawberries. I slept till after 3. And then for dinner I had McDonald's. But I did get stuff like, peanut butter, jelly, bread, mayo, tomatoes. You know. Cadbury, uh, caramel donuts. It's interesting. Oh, do they have Nesquik cereal in the US? I've never seen it. They have it here. The one thing I cannot find to save a life, though, is ranch. They don't have ranch here. Hello. It's very interesting. How is typing with one hand hard? Oh, hello. Oh, yeah. My knee is, doing something. My knee is twitching, if that makes sense. Feels fucking weird. Okay, well, put the phone down and eat. Nobody's stopping you. Nope. Nope. So, DNA results will be back the earliest next week. Could take up to 2 months. So, see what happens. And I don't know what the fuck, but earlier, when I went out for a little bit of time, I started having that buzzing sensation again. I didn't like it. Not as bad as it usually is, but I don't know why. It did finally stop. I finally found something to make it stop other than that perfume. Because I'm out of it, which is good that I found something else. CBD. Oh, and the guy at the store, food store, um, asked me how long I'm gonna be here. I was like, oh, till the 11th, and then I go to Derby. Oh, where in Derby? I'm from Derby. It's a small world after all. So, yeah. But, I might go tomorrow. I don't know. I kind of like just laying. I know I said I was going to go sightseeing and everything, but it's kind of expensive to take the Uber everywhere, because I don't even know where the closest bus stop is. But at some point, I'll go. But I am going to go sightseeing in Derby because I will be in town and not on the outskirts of town. And when I was riding in the Uber earlier on the way back here, there is no way to walk on that road without you getting hit. There's no fucking way. No. When it's shot in the middle of nowhere, yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's a couple miles. It's a couple miles, so I'm like, So what I'm gonna do while I'm here is I think I'm just gonna enjoy being here and getting rest, which is what I need. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I chose this place for a reason. Not necessarily to go sightseeing or anything like that, but to enjoy the peace and quiet and things like that before I go to. No, it's the buzzing is. You remember how when I had the memory of the airport, and then when I saw that picture of with the chair bolted to the floor, the AI one, the buzzing that I got, that was when I freaked out, and it went down in the nether region. That buzzing, and I don't know why. But it wasn't too bad. It was just a little uncomfortable and annoying. But the CBD helped, you know, which is good. So while I'm here because I'm here till the 11th, I don't know if I'll go anywhere. I kind of like the peace and quiet and that kind of thing, and I'm just kind of. No, I'm in a hotel. Um, I'll be in an Airbnb from the 11th to the 15th in a different area. So, It's very different. It's very different. People are very different here. Um, Not really. Like when I went into town, not really any. I mean, I don't. Yeah, the people I've met are great. A lot of people smoke though. And I'm not talking about the 420. I'm talking about a lot of people smoke cigarettes. Like shit. These are actually good. I did see a picture of someone today that made me very happy. Frankie looks really good with glasses, I'm telling you. He does. On Insta. I'll show you. Little screenshot. You know how quick it goes. Well, I guess it's good morning. It is 12:43. Yes. Let's zoom in on it. Looks good in glasses. I think I took a screenshot of a different picture somebody else posted though. Yeah. That's not it. It's not on maps. He looks so handsome. I think it's stuck, chip stuck. Oh, and then the pineapple Sprite. Hello. So yeah, Frankie looks very handsome in glasses. Kind of surprised he's like. I think he looks amazing, very very handsome. But I'm surprised that he's wearing them now. Because as we all know, he doesn't wear glasses. Usually, he wears contacts. But I'm glad he's wearing them. So, yeah. Hello, hello, hello. So, for those of you who were not on my live last night and that, well, yesterday. Well, I mean, I knew he wore glasses, but he usually wears contacts. All of a sudden, he's wearing his glasses. I'm glad he's wearing his glasses, though. He looks very debonair. You know what I'm trying to say, damn it. Yeah, here's 12:46. There's 7:46. It tells me. Across my face. It has local and it says home. So, the only thing missing is him, I think. But it is what it is. So, the authorities met me at the airport. Matter of fact, they met me at the plane. The two that were meeting me were running late, so they had somebody from the airport security or whatnot meet me. And the first thing that they did was, other than introductions and everything, went to the room, started talking. DNA. Did that, and then we were there for about 2.5 hours. So yeah. So it's only a matter of time now till the results come in. And because I did ask him about citizenship and everything, if it's a match, I would most likely be a dual citizen, is what I was told. Because of the U.S. granted me citizenship. I don't think that's how that happened, but because I replaced somebody, but I'm not real sure. But they said I'd probably be a dual citizen. But I guess just cross that line when it comes. Cross that, do that, worry about that when the time comes. Hello, darling. So, now it's just, I ain't got nothing else to do, but just enjoy my time. Which I'm actually enjoying the peace and quiet and not hearing the sirens and neighbors yelling and everything. I like it here. I do. So yeah. Trying new things. Never thought I'd eat prawn cocktail potato chips. Something new every. Yeah, try new things, right? Yesterday I had fish and cheesy chips and a burger. It was all wrapped in paper, not just the fish, but the container of chips was wrapped up in paper, and so was the burger. The the paper that had the chip wrapped or the fish wrapped in it. It was so fucking greasy. Yeah. Uh, but it was good. It needed seasoning. That's the only thing I could say about it. It was good, but it needed seasoning. So so time flies when you're having fun, right? So another 4 days I'm here. What I would like to do if I could, I'd like to go to London and go to the museums and things like that. You mean how long for the results? But how LOL for the results. The earliest would be next week, but the latest would be 2 months. It just depends, I guess. And they'll notify me regardless of whether it's a match or not. So that's good. I'm not going to be sitting waiting forever and a day and them not notify me. So if it is a match, I'm not sure how they're going to notify me. If it's not, they'll probably notify me by email or phone. If it is, I either by phone or in person, one of the two. Well, look how long I've been waiting. And I've done everything I had to do. And now that that's done, just enjoy my time. And just wait patiently as possible to find out, am I or am I not? But if I am, I don't know. I don't know. They did say that even when the results come back, they don't want, if it is a match, they don't want me and the family to have communication right away. Because the family could end up telling me memories that I don't remember and cloud my, just that kind of thing. So they'll want to have authorities talk to me more and get everything, one step at a time. The child, her name's Catrice Lee. She disappeared on her second birthday on November 28th, 1981, from Anafi in Germany. The suspect, who they all think is a man, or was a man, looks exactly like the one I grew up knowing as my aunt. Haircut, mouth, everything. I thought, as soon as I saw the sketch of the suspect, I thought it was her. Because she has a man's haircut. But if it's not a match, regardless whether it's a match or not, at the end of the day, if it's not, I'm still a missing person. And if it's not a match, they'll put it in the system, and hopefully whoever I am will pop up. One day at a time. One day at a time. I'm still tired. How long does fucking jet lag last, man? I think it's the jet lag and the time difference and everything, honestly. So I could probably lay down and go right back to sleep. Yeah. Been over 44 years. And damn it, if I start crying, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm tired of fucking crying, man. So, back to something else, because I can't talk about this. It's just, I don't know. So, I got these prawn cocktail chips. 100% Great British potatoes. And it tastes like, the smell, yeah. If you like the smell of shrimp, you'll love the smell of these. It's very strong. No, you don't make me sad. It's just a lot. It's how do I put this? Finding out in October 24 that I was kidnapped, and then all the shit that's happened since even escaping that family and that house, and then law enforcement, FBI, and that not doing their jobs in the U.S. and having to do all the detective work on my own. But I said in January of 2025, watching me solve my own kidnapping too, and here I am. I said it. I meant it, obviously. And I said I was going to do the DNA test and I wasn't going to take no for an answer. Even if I had to swim across the ocean. Thank God I didn't have to do that. You know. But now it's just a waiting game. In the meantime, while waiting, I just enjoy my time. I'm still trying to undo years of being brainwashed and that kind of thing. And yeah. And you know, coming to understand that things that I had been told and brought up to believe were not normal and not it was bullshit. And learning it's okay to cry and you know and then I don't have to prove everything I say anymore. It's been a long journey, to say the least. Oh, excuse me. But hell, if it's a match, then it's gonna be huge, and I'm not quite wrapping my. It's not. I'm not. Um, grasping of how the severity of this and how huge this is actually going to be if it's a match. $44 years. Over 44 years. I might actually get justice after all for everything that they did to me. Which would be great. But regardless of whatever happens by the end of it, after everything's said and done, I make sure the pictures are available in my book when I write it and everything. Once it's all said and done, I am going to have a big bonfire with those pictures. And maybe if if it is a match, maybe my daughters will see that it was all bullshit. Everything they were told was bullshit. No. No, Frankie's not my relative. Uh, he's just the man I'm in love with for 5.5 years. Almost. And he knows. But for me, as long as he's happy, that's all that matters. As long as whoever he ends up with makes him happy, I will defend their relationship to the death. But the first time the person hurts him, I will rock that orange jumpsuit. Nothing to apologize for. Nothing to apologize for. I'm very vocal about how I feel about him. So, and the only person that could ever tell me he would never want to be with me or never be with me is him. Been there, done that. A lot of I've had several tell me that he'll never be with you. Why? You come from two different backgrounds. Then he'll never be with you. Why? Look at him, look at you. He could be with whoever he wants. He would never be with something like you. That was Linda, by the way. Yeah, I've been told I should write a book. I had a dime for every time I was told I should write a book. He even told me I should write a book. It's like, yeah, but who would read it? You know? Yeah, I know you would. A lot of people have said they don't like to read, but they would read my book. It's not every day you get kidnapped, kept in a family full of Masons and Eastern Star and shit. Fucking psychopaths. Let me give you the gist of it. Kidnapped, transported to the U.S. Because I know I'm not from the U.S. I just don't know who I am yet and where I'm from yet. But ever since I've been here, I feel more like where I'm supposed to be, more like home. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't feel homesick anymore, which I have my entire life, as far back as I can remember. Trafficked, kept in a cage, ritualistic abuse, forced to watch the unthinkable done to other children. As a child, approximately 1985. Hello, darling. Yeah. Jeffrey Dahmer, but the children were alive. I'm alright. I went out for briefly to get a CBD thing, which has helped a lot. Yes, I actually did. I got two different ones. You know, belly. They're not that big. They weren't that big. I did both of them. One was really good. The other one was not so good. But I forced myself to drink it, plug in my nose. It was just god awful. It was god awful. But the one I really like that you couldn't really taste the alcohol at all. Oh, excuse me. It's like £2, 45 pence or something like that for these things. I got. I suppose I can show the boxes because it's CBD and there's these. These are blueberry raspberry. And I haven't tried them yet, but these are the ones I chose. And then I got the other one. Let's see. 500 milligrams CBD, 500 milligrams CBG. Lab tested and approved. So these two and this one. This one that's in it now is strawberry cherry, which is really good. It was about. No, I have no fucking clue. Let me look on my thing because it was 60 something for all of it. Look. Okay, so it was 87.63 for all of it. God damn it, who the fuck? Lee's Mortuary, you stab him, we slab him, how may I help you?
Your benefits package worth several $1,000s.
That's the majority of the calls I get every day. Yeah. But yeah, it was like 87 something for all of it. And each pod has, I don't know, like 3,000 puffs or something like that. Oh, up to 2,000 puffs each one. So each puff gives you 25 milligrams of CBD and 25 milligrams of CBG, and I prefer this other than the 420. I didn't get that, no. Besides, I'd rather do this because it's, not medication. It's not, I'd rather do the all natural shit. Well, what do you expect? I'm intrigued in trying this one, though. Let's see. Does it have the thing in it, too? Yeah. And when you get them, all the pods have the rubber or plastic thing in it that you gotta pull out. Fucking right. Make sure you don't hit yourself in the face when you do shit. Well, I've been doing it. It's not, I'm actually doing a lot better. Yeah. So I would rather do this too, instead of the 420 as well. And the guy said, "Well, if you do this, I wouldn't drive." I'm like, "Well, number one, I don't drive. I'm from the United States. I'm from America, and number two, I'm used to doing the 420." And he laughed. He's like, "Oh, I could call the weed man if you like." I'm like, "No, this is good." Offered to call his connection for me. Shit. No, thank you. I'm good. Fuck's sakes. It's like they'd never seen an American before. Swear to Christ. I don't know. I guess they like the American accent or something. I don't know. But, yeah. People here are pretty polite. A lot different than people over there. Of course, you got your bad apples no matter where you go. Right? Hello, darling. How are you? Oh, yeah, and the one thing I was told by authorities is before we parted ways, no reaching out to the family directly or indirectly. I was like, that means social media. And then, like, number one, I blocked them on my social media because of what's been going on. Number two, that's appalling that anybody would do that. Warned me about harassment. I was like, I'm in school for criminal justice. I'm good. I am at a hotel. I'm in the UK. I'm in Crawley, on the outskirts of Crawley. So, yeah. Well, got the DNA test done and everything, so now it's just a waiting game. I haven't asked what happens if it comes back a match and they don't even know. Because this has never happened before, I guess. Yeah. I try. Yeah, that's why I'm here. They met me at the plane. Not just the airport, but the plane. And the guy the security or whatever that met me, offered to carry my bags and everything. It was like, I'm good, I got him. Got off the plane, went down, got into the airport, and there were like two wheelchairs there. He's like, put your bags on the wheelchair. I'm like, okay. So I did. And, he was very polite. And then he went and got my suitcase for me when I was in the room with the officers. So yeah, they were all pretty polite, pretty good. I did like the officers. They seemed very, very nice. They were nice guys. Um, Officers, they're very different here than America. I'll tell you what. They're very polite here. To do the DNA test? It could be anywhere from next week to 2 months. So, let's see what happens. But at least it's over and done with, and now I can. All that's left is to wait for the results and go from there. I hope so too. But everything happens when it's supposed to. Nobody seems to know what's going to happen next if it is a match. What's popping? My knees. My ankles. Well, not right now, but yeah. Well, now it's Sunday. Well, here it is. Yeah. Whatever the outcome. If it's a match, I don't know what's going to happen. But if it's not, like I said, I'm going to change my name legally. They looked at the picture I have of the birthmark and of the markings and everything, so it's just a waiting game. That's putting it mildly, hon. You think people are going to be scared? You're sure as shit. All secrets are going to be exposed. What's done in the dark is always comes to light, no matter how long it takes. Whether it's a month, years, decades, centuries. Like that little cult. that so many people for so long thought were good people because of the charities they did. Oh, yeah. But their charities, the things that they did, are just covers for what they really the fucked up shit they really do. No. No, it doesn't. I warned them, didn't I? I said scare tactics and shit don't work on me, and they tried it anyway, and look where I'm at. You know? So yeah, the trafficking, kidnapping, trafficking, ritualistic abuse, failed sacrifice, rugging, poisoning. I'm like a cat with a million lives, I'll tell you what. Even to show up at my house on May 1st with my order and rug it. And I'm still here. But man, that dude was awfully nervous coming back 30 minutes later and standing on my porch with me for 90 minutes talking. No wonder he was so nervous. Yeah. 32nd degree Mason is the one that dropped off my food that night. I ordered Burger King. The bag was just stapled right in the center. He was holding the cup. It was horrible. But yeah, so you want to see how they should be sealing bags in America? Let me show you. I ordered McDonald's, right? I ended up with 2 bags because my milkshake and my drink was in one. My food was in the other one. This is how they should seal it, because in order to get anything out or get in the bag, you gotta tear this thing off. And that it was completely sealed. This is how they need to be doing it, with these things on it. They need to have these things instead of stickers, too. In America. Hello, darling. But yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh, that's way cool. What's it say? Fancy a delicious deal? Scan the code to leave your feedback. Enjoy your freshly sealed McDelivery. Yes, it would be amazing. And the food here is so much better. Like, the burger, because I got a quarter pounder and I got, some chicken nuggets with it. And because they had this deal, you can add chicken nuggets for, like, 4 chicken nuggets for, like, 2 pounds, some odd pence or whatever. See, here's what I got. I ordered the quarter pounder, and then the 4 nuggets, large fry, a pineapple Sprite, which was good, and a banana shake. Yes, McDonald's here has banana shakes, by the way. And I don't think their ice cream machines are probably ever broken either. So, that's what they need to do in the U.S. is what they do here. Because it's safer that way. Whew. Shit. Oh. So, now that we've tried the prawn chips, I'm real hungry right now. I'll try those later. But I am going to try one of these Cadbury things. Try caramel, I guess. See how different how different it is here too, compared to the US. Yes, a 32nd degree Mason. I thought we established that. See, the family that kidnapped me and I grew up in, very high ranking Masons, Eastern Star, and that kind of thing, since it started in America. Order of Amarath. Yeah. After I escaped the cage in 1985, and the only reason I say it's 1985 is because the shows I remember watching and things like that just narrowed it down, basically. Um, they took me to the Masonic Temple. And I remember. I don't remember all of it, but I remember a lot. I remember it was late afternoon, early evening. You go through the entrance and then went to the right, and if you looked left, there was a big red curtain with a big, long table in front of it with crocheted dolls that are air freshener covers. And then I remember the adults wearing dresses and suits with very creepy smiles. A little too interested in me. I don't remember there being any other children until later. I remember they took me down a staircase. The next thing I remember, I was in this dungeon cellar thing. And if I turned my, all I could move was my head. I turned my head this way and I saw half a pillar. And then a fireplace pillar. There were 3 fireplaces total, and then pillars with torches. The torches were lit, and that was the only light was from the fireplaces and the torches. I looked straight ahead of me, and there was a table, long ways. So if I had been at the table, sitting at the table, I would have been like at the head of the table. I was in some sort of chair where I couldn't move, except my head, like I said. I remember children screaming. The adults laughing. It was like a horror movie, basically. It's going alright. It's going alright. Um, the adults didn't look human. They had red covering here. That's how the children lost their lives. Like I said, Jeffrey Dahmer style. But the children were alive and were alert and awake, and I was being forced to watch. Remember the apartment with the tunnels, the room with the tunnel, you know, Sunday school, paintings, religious paintings on both walls that you would find on Sunday school classrooms that led down to the temple. That's where I got the scars on my upper and right thigh. Their ritual rooms and tunnels are beneath their temples. The the charity work that they do is a cover for what they really are, what they really do. They sell their souls for monetary gain and sacrifice the children to, well, you would call the Christian God. Christian God is not the good God. Why do you think you bow your head to pray? Who the hell you think you're praying to? If you're going to pray to God, you're going to go like that, but why would you pray? You know what I mean? There's a lot of pastors, preachers, and reverends in that family. I just remind myself they can't hurt me anymore. I ended up quit writing, the guy DJ, he's a prosecutor now in Texas. He told me to write down all my memories. I quit writing them down after my inner child forced me to write what I wrote. And I it's in a child's handwriting, so, but I wrote it. I keep thinking, if only I had been a little quicker. If only I'd been a little quicker. Because when I escaped the first time, oh yeah, they control 17 countries. Masons, Easter Star Knights, and Templar Scottish Rites, Order of Amaranth, that's the Illuminati. Thank you. That is who the Illuminati is. I would love to know what's written in their book about me. Clearly, I'm in their book. I don't know if it's under a name or under a number. Is it under the number 81-8810? Is it under Heather McCord or Heather Stacy? Is it... I don't know. And then what the hell is the 6776 that was on the back of my photo, But, I don't know if they're birthmarks or if they're brandings or whatnot, but... Well, what ChatGPT said was, the 6776 was to tie some entity to me, some evil entity, or something like that, is what that would mean. That's what the answer I got. But I have these markings on this side, near my armpit, on the other side of my chest, and it's a heart. They're in shapes. It's a heart, a star, a butterfly, and then a rabbit underneath. Oh, that ain't gonna tell me shit. That's not gonna tell me shit. But I know I'm in their book. You know when they try to recruit you? And, they try and recruit you And even after you tell them that you were kidnapped and everything, and what they did, they try and one in particular was like trying to, what do you call it, be sympathetic. There's been a couple of them trying to be sympathetic. Oh, so they're on here right now because I just got community guidelines for misinformation. It's not misinformation when it's true. And then when you have proof. Where's my phone? You know, it's amazing when you actually have physical evidence. Wow, what a shock, huh? Furthermore, go ask the head masturbator, Mason. Why don't you ask him why he blocked me? After he found out who that family is. Exactly who they are. For example, John and Joan Stacy got married in 1980 or 1955. She was Order of Arameth, an Eastern Star. Her mother, Alta Arian, maiden name Hayden, was Order. They called her grandmother Hayden. I have the letter. I also have a photo of her and 4 others standing in front of a black wall with the upside down pentagram behind them. Her and Walter Walter was her father. Her and Howard got married in like 1928, 27, something like that. And they sacrificed their oldest born, Billy. It was confirmed to me by Linda. Like she was telling me what she had for lunch. Now, Alta was the daughter of Stella and Walter Dean Hayden. Stella Hayden was the famous whistling lady, evidently, was on radio shows and all this crap. Walter Dean Hayden, along with Howard Arian, Master Masons. Walter Dean Hayden, the son or nephew of A.J. Hayden, which was a Master Mason in the Temple number 3, the Harmony Temple number 3. A.J. Hayden was the son of Amos Sutton Hayden. Amos Sutton Hayden was the principal at Hiram College, who was also best friends with President Garfield. Both Master Masons. Once that masturbator Mason found that out, is when he blocked me. I have had unaliving threats after they find out who I am. I say, you know all about me, you know what's in your book about me, and you know all about me, you know there's reason to be terrified of me. I don't know why, but they are. He's like, no, Grace, I don't know anything about you. I said, what's in your book about, what about Heather McCord? What's in your book about her? All of a sudden goes from chatting to, and trying to recruit me to, I gotta go by, and then blocks me, unblocks me, and says, I screenshot everything, you're gonna die, I'm in Chicago now, and blocked me. And I have screenshots to prove it. Along with the fact that I made a comment about being one of the survivors, because my memories, evidently, that I've talked about are in the Epstein files as well. I did not know that. But evidently they are. I said I was one of the survivors and everything, and I said they kidnapped me, trafficked me, tried to sacrifice me. It failed. They're terrified of me for some reason, and apparently I'm in their book. One of the Rothschild family members liked that comment. I took screenshots. None of this is misinformation, especially when you have physical evidence to prove otherwise. To prove what you say. That family is very protected. That's how they got doctors to put me on every medication they could. Which would be like a chemical straitjacket. Let's name a few of them, shall we? Prozac, Ritalin, Haldol, Wellbutrin, Seroquel, amitriptyline, gabapentin. The list goes on and on and on. 30 different prescriptions, taking 100 pills a day. Sleeping 23 out of 24 hours a day, or being so fucked up I don't remember but 1 hour. Vaguely. Yeah, 400 milligrams of Wellbutrin, 600 milligrams of Seroquel, and so on. Ambien, lithium. So many different ones. It's amazing I'm still alive, right? January of 2023. The end of January of 2023 is when I finally got away. And I've said it many times before, and I'll say it again. If it wasn't for Frankie, I would probably still be in there. I would probably still be there. Yeah. I packed up my car and left. In the middle of the night. See, as a child, when you try to escape so many times and they basically get you to think that you're supposed to be there, you know? Not exactly. I didn't find out till October 2024 that I had been kidnapped, and then I didn't start having the memories until when I was living in my car in 2023 is when I had the one about the well, that's the crazy part. I grew up knowing Sue as my biological mother. And I lived with Sue. I can't even call her female or male. I don't even know anymore. Uh, I lived with Sue until February of 1989. Then I was taken to El Paso to live with Linda and Ralph, and they adopted us in 1990. And we were living in Indiana, and we went back to Iowa to be adopted, and the judge that did the adoption, approved the adoption, was the same judge that did their wedding ceremony, Lynn and Ralph's, at Alton Howard's home. Another master mason. I remember we went in his chambers, and it's okay. I remember we went in his chambers, and he asked us who we would rather live with. That was how he. That's how it happened. So he asked us who we would rather live with between Sue and Linda and Ralph, and at that time, before the adoption, um, I was actually able to be a kid. And I ate food other than fucking hot dogs and fucking spam, okay? Go for years eating that crap. Um, so I was able to be a kid finally, and so we said Linda and Ralph, and he approved the adoption. And after the adoption was approved, then everything changed. What am I eating in the UK? Well, right now I'm not eating anything, but no. Yesterday I had fish, cheesy chips, and a burger, which was good. And then today I had strawberries from the UK, which strawberries are really good too. They're very sweet. The strawberries here are a lot sweeter too. Everything tastes different here. The only thing I can say bad about the fish is there wasn't enough seasoning. Yes, I'm in the UK. Yes. Um. So yeah, and then I ordered some stuff from the store earlier, and like peanut butter, jelly, mayo, tomato, bread. And then I went also, and I fix this. It's okay. Sit, Ubu, sit. Goddamn. Okay, stay. So I also ordered some strawberry water. I haven't tried it yet. But the real McCoy's flame grilled steak chips. My ticket to come back home, go back to New York is, for the 16th, so I'll be back the 17th probably. Well, the 16th probably, because, I'm going to be back the 16th. It's a 7-hour flight, so yeah, I'll be back on the 16th. So I got these chips. I thought I was getting a big bag, right? Because, but no, there's 6 bags individually wrapped in the big bag. And so I went out earlier too, and I got some CBD vapes. And then I stopped at the store. Sorry. And I got no, I ordered these. The Cadbury caramel and the regular. The authorities met me at the plane. Did the DNA test yesterday morning. On the morning of the 5th. Did the DNA test, and I was with them for a good 2.5 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. So got that taken care of, and now it's just a waiting game for that. Sorry. Coca-Cola here tastes different than Coca-Cola in America. Why? Because of because America, the U.S. uses high fructose corn syrup for the sugar in it, and here they use like sugar from sugar beets. So even when it goes flat, it tastes the same. It tastes the same here when it goes flat. In America, fuck that shit. No, it doesn't. Not there, it doesn't. But here it does. The strawberries are sweeter. Um, the food all around tastes. Uh, it's better for you here. It tastes different. A lot of it tastes a lot better. And a lot you see videos people making cracks about food in the UK being horrible and this, that, and the other. No, it's a stereotype. I had McDonald's earlier. I had a quarter pounder and 4 chicken nuggets and a fry, and it tastes a lot better. Um, and I had a banana. Yes, McDonald's here has banana milkshakes, and they have all different kinds of stuff that they don't have in the U.S. The one thing that they don't have here, it seems, is ranch. They don't have ranch dressing here. I've looked. I've looked. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just go on, just for shits and grins. I'm gonna find out if they have ranch dressing. So this ought to be interesting. Ranch. Ranch dressing. Okay, so they do have ranch dressing. Wait, nope. Thousand Island. Only one brand of ranch here, and that's Newman's. Or it's the store brand. For example, uh, Waitrose Hurley has the Waitrose and Partners Ranch. Morrison's has Morrison's Ranch, along with Newman's. Morrison's Daily doesn't have either one. Doesn't have ranch at all. The Iceland, store called Iceland has Heinz Ranch. By the way, a can of Heinz spaghetti or SpaghettiOs or whatever, £2. Yeah. So, well, the Iceland store has more actually. They got the Heinz Ranch sauce. They got Hellman's Creamy Ranch Mayo. They have garlic mayo here too. Uh, yeah, it's mostly Caesar and like there's 2 to 3 different types of ranch. Other than in America, we already have ranch up the yin yang, but it's mostly Caesar. But I didn't know Caesar dressing was white. I thought it was clear. It's I can't show it, but it's white. It's weird. I've never. Is that what they call ranch here? Is Caesar? I don't know. Is Caesar dressing white? I don't know, but that's what they have here. It's a lot of Caesar dressing. At least it says it's Caesar. Doesn't mean it is. Okay, so it's not me. Or it is me. But yeah. So, what does it taste like? That's the question. Because I was going to buy a salad and they had no ranch, and I'm like, well, shit. And all I saw was Caesar dressing. Caesar's dressing. Like, I didn't know what to do. So I just put the damn salad back. Shit. Salty? I don't think I want it, man. I think I'll pass. Um, but now it's at the store. I picked up I thought, might as well try them, right? Actually, they do have a couple of them. Hellman's. Hellman's. They have Hellman's. And then they have two stores have two store brand ranches. That's it. Um, so I got these chips. It's 100% or crisps, however you want to put it. 100% Great British potatoes. Supreme prawn cocktail. And they taste like it. I can only eat so many of them. Which is good. They're individual bags. Yeah. The candy tastes, the chocolate tastes really good though. I got Cadbury donuts, Cadbury caramel donuts for breakfast too. Hello. So, so now it's just a waiting game for the DNA. So I'm wondering how it's going to work out if I am, because they don't have jurisdiction in America. So how's this like an American? They protect that family. So are they gonna fucking be arrested? No. Uh, the earliest it can come back is next week. The longest it'll take is 2 months. So it's just basically a waiting game. Even when it comes back, they don't want. I cut ties with those people because of what they did to me when I thought that they were family. Um, I just the reason I was put in that family was most likely because I escaped and people saw me. Or the fact that I survived. I don't know which. But I will never forget it. The day I escaped. I can tell you about the day I was taken, too. The day I was taken, what I remember was orange shelving. Oh, I'm twice divorced, no. I was on my own. I was homeless in my car for 9 months. And then ended up in Staten Island. I was living with Linda and Ralph. And then I escaped, and someone from Frankie's fan club told me I could go to Florida and stay with her until I got my own place and everything. Well, she kicked me out and then made a 10-minute video contradicting herself and lying. You know. Yes. Sue. Sue was the one with the Adam's apple. She's the one I thought was my biological mother. 5'8" to 5'10". Shoe size 10 in men's. Ring size 11. Never had to shave her face or under her arms or her legs, and she had never had a monthly cycle. The fact that that girl in the red dress is definitely not me, you can tell. Now, let's go over a few things. The girl in the red dress and me, right? Other than the fact that I did AIH progression, it's Heather Anderton. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Looks just like her. And that's who told me I had been kidnapped. So, let's go over a few things. Number one, the girl in the red dress had blonde hair, blue eyes. And very short hair at that. It says Heather age 2 on the back of that photo. Then you look at mine, which according to ChatGPT would have been 3 or 4 years old. I'm going to say about 4 years old. My hair was like shoulder length, really curly, brown hair, brown eyes. Yeah, there's no way out. That's me, because your hair doesn't grow that much in that amount of time. Mine doesn't. And then if you zoom in on the thumb of the girl in the red dress, she has a normal right thumb. I don't. My toes are the same fucking way. Like, it's weird. But yeah. There were children taken before me, there were children taken after me, and it's just... Sue was either born male, raised as female, and because she was on public assistance from 1970, in 1972 and 73. It depends on if the DNA is a match, then yeah, I would know. I would know then, because it's a very publicized case over here. It's a big case, I guess. But if it's not a match, then I have no fucking idea. Just like I don't know how old I really am. Now that was Linda, her sister. Linda's the one that poisoned me and rugged me and had doctors put me on all the medications. As soon as possible, she did. After the adoption took place, that was it. Let her stepson do whatever he wanted to me. So on. I think, like, what? I mean, I'm coming back to the U.S. as it is, because my return ticket. But so I understand the shit they said about me, trust and believe, and it's lies. But somebody made a good point. There have been over 100 women to come forward claiming to be Catrice. I never said I was her. I said there's a good possibility that I might be. There's reason to believe I might be. I'm gonna be happy. But I never once said I was in fact her. I've always said there's reasons for me to believe I might actually be her. Like, even with the eye condition, I have the same eye condition, the same birthmark. And I compare pictures a lot. I zoomed in on her face, and it looks like she has a mole right here, same place I do. And her right thumb, it looks like it's a club thumb like I have. So there have been over 100 women to come forward claiming to be her, and some of them have harassed the family and everything else, and have even been arrested and gone to jail for it. They are looking. They've been desperately looking for over 44 years. But they're, like, the lies they've said about me, but at the same time saying, we hope that someone with the same physical features come forward in the same breath that you're lying about me. You know. But I understand they don't want to get their hopes up with that, and I'm hoping that's what it is. And nothing worse, nothing sinister, you know what I mean? So here's what I would do when the time came, because it would be a while even after it was a match. If it's a match, it's going to be a while before we would even be able to meet. Because, they could tell me go over memories with me, and then it'd be confusing, I think, and so do the authorities. So it would happen when it happens, but I'm the type of person that I'll meet them, and I will see how things go. But the first time you show your ass, basically, is putting it as nicely as I fucking possibly can right now. First time someone shows their ass, so to speak, that's it. Look up Catrice Lee on Google and you'll see what I mean. So let me show you a couple things. This is the suspect this is the sketch of the suspect. This is Carol. See if I can find the picture of the girl in the red just so I don't have to fucking get up. I don't want to get up. You know what? I know how to find it. Both parents are living, yes. Both parents of both of Catrice's parents are living, and so is her sister. So, this is the girl in the red dress. That's supposedly me. That's the right thumb. That's a normal thumb. I did an age progression of this child. Let's go. This is the girl in the red dress, says age 2 on the back of the photo. Right? This is me. There's no way it's the same child. Clearly. But I did an age progression of the girl in the red dress. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is what it came out as. Okay? Clearly not me. But looks a lot like her, doesn't it? This is who said, "Oh my god, you're my long lost sister named Tanya, you were kidnapped." Age progression of the girl in the red dress. And the woman that told me I had been kidnapped. Of course, she said I was her long lost sister named Tanya and that I was kidnapped. Clearly off her rocker. But yeah. I'm pretty sure it's her. Because things that she said was like, isn't it weird that they gave me the name Heather and kept the name for you too? And she said she still has that red dress. So, excuse me. These are the markings that I have: heart, star, butterfly, rabbit. Which one? What do you mean it's the woman, my daughter? What are you talking about? What woman? What woman's my daughter? This? This is not my daughter. Trust and believe it's not my daughter. No way, shape, or form. This is who told me I was kidnapped. No, that is not my daughter. That's her. That's the age progression of this child. They said this was me. Clearly not. Then there's Sue, who faked her death in 2005. And someone had sent me a photo. That is Sue. Still on oxygen. No trach, but still on oxygen. And the woman next to her, her name's Berta, or Roberta. I used to play with her daughter when I was a kid. Yeah, my daughters are 22 and 23. Or 21, 22. Jesus Christ, I don't even know. 22, 23. Shit. Yeah. Born in 2002 and 2003. 11 months apart to the day. Oh. Then you got the tailbone killing me. Thank you. Hopefully after all this is said and done, they'll realize that everything that they've been told about me is a lie. I hope. I'm going to tell you this. The only complaint I really have about this place is this goddamn bed. This goddamn bed. It's hard. So, I hope that even if it's if it's a match and we reunite and everything, I know that they and we're gonna have to have like family therapy and that kind of thing too. My ticket to go back is for the 16th. I come back. I go back. So I'll be here at this hotel till the 11th, and then I go to Derby. And I'm gonna have a good time in Derby. So maybe while I'm here, I just rest and everything else, and then do the sightseeing and everything in Derby. There's a lot to do there, I guess. Derbyshire. Especially because of where I'm at. You know. So, we'll see. Play it by ear. But, anywho. Well, let me tell you how much dinner was for McDonald's. Or I'll just give you the rundown of what I had last night. Let's see. So, now I'll just tell you what I spent tonight. $32.33. I did have 2 large fries, though. So I had the meal and then another large fry. Because I hadn't eaten today except strawberries. Hello! So, the what I got was $32.33. It's good. I slept till like 3:30. And I'm still fucking tired. Hello. You know. But I've been trying some new things, you know. I did get like lunch meat, ham, and chicken. And I didn't eat any of it right away. And then I ate a couple slices of it a few hours after. And I had it on the windowsill because I thought, it being cooler out and everything, I thought it'd be fine. No. It was not a good idea. Yeah. Been here since yesterday. Well, since the 5th. And authorities did meet me at the at the plane actually. They did DNA. We took care of everything as soon as I got here. They said it could be the earliest it could come back is next week, but it could take up to 2 months or a few months. No fridge in the room. Would you like to see what the room consists of? I'll show you. So, I'm not gonna go in the bathroom, but I'll show you. And I have the blinds closed right now, but let's see. So basically, that's the window. It's a beautiful scenery. Let me say that. But side table and the bed and yeah. There's no fridge. They're both empty. And then the wardrobe and then the bathroom is over here. But yeah, no fridge. Oh. But I'm glad I got an Airbnb when I'm next place because that way I can put stuff in the fridge. Not really, but I feel like I'm home, if that makes sense at all. I feel like I'm right, like, I've always felt like I was never where I was supposed to be. And I've always had that feeling of being homesick. But ever since I got here, I keep saying there for some reason. Ever since I got here, even before we landed, it was different. I felt different. And even before I ever left, I felt it was different. Um, for example, when I would stay at, in hotels and that in the US, I always have problems sleeping. I can't sleep for shit. I have no problem sleeping here. Oh, shit. Oh. Except right now trying to get fucking comfortable. Damn it. Fuck. Shit it. Oh, shit. So, stay. But no, I think my brain has just like what's happened is, and this happened a while back, that my brain's like, no more, you're good. You don't need to remember anything right now. No, just me, myself, and I. Very respectful, they were. They were very respectful, very kind. Matter of fact, the two officers were running late and had another officer or security, whatever, through the airport meet me at the plane. And I was in the seat right by the door of the plane. And they're letting people off the plane, and we had to wait till the others left. And then the phone rings, and I'm looking at the stewardess when she answers the phone, and she looks at me, she covers the phone piece, and she's like, "Excuse me, are you Heather McCord or Heather Elaine?" I said, "Yes." I said, "Let me guess, people looking for me?" She says, "Yes." I said, "I'm here." So I had to wait, and I was the last person off the plane. And she sat with me, and we talked, and I told her what was going on. I'm not a criminal or anything, so told her what was going on, and she was very sympathetic and everything. Sweet, sweet girl. They're all very kind here. They're really nice here. It's very different than the U.S. I'll tell you that much. It's just me. But yeah, I did pay for my way to get here, which cost almost $40. Shit. When the time comes. What the fuck did I do with my inhaler? So my room has tea, right? It's good tea. At least it's, And they have sugar, and then they have these packets of milk. Evidently, here they have milk that lasts forever, and they come in packets. Like in the U.S., you have the ketchup and mustard in packets like that. No, they have milk for it too. Here. So I have a cup of tea every night, and in the morning, or whenever I got up, I had a cup of tea. Electric kettle that doesn't whistle when it's done. So the first time I made tea, I made put the kettle on. I was expecting it to whistle, and it never did. So I went up. I'm like, that's weird. Should have whistled, but no sound. And then I noticed it was off. About burnt myself touching it to make sure it was hot. Well, I don't have a fridge to put real milk in, so but soda here is different than in the U.S. too, and it's all because the different types of sugars. U.S. use high. Here it's not bad. It's not bad. Um, but here they use like sugar. Sugar. What is it? This I just finished this from yesterday. In the U.S., I wouldn't have finished it because it's just disgusting when it goes flat in the U.S. And I like how they seal the bags with like when it comes to like McDonald's and that here they need to do that there too. Yeah. I don't like Diet Coke in America. I might have to try it here, see if it's different. And it doesn't bubble up and explode on you when you open it, so that's good. God damn it, open. Open, get the fuck off my goddamn... There we go. I had fish last night. Last night. But, the 5th. It was good, but not enough seasoning. Excuse me. Like that. Yeah. I can say these taste like shrimp cocktail. But it's strange. Like I said, I actually feel like, I don't know, it feels like home here. And I don't know why. you know? Because even if the DNA is a match, uh, I was in Germany, not here. So I don't, maybe... The only thing I can think of is if DNA is a match, that would mean that I had been here, several times, like, for 2 years or whatever. Probably did come here. Not here, but you know what I mean. Um, to England and that, possibly. Maybe that's why this place feels like home. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense or not. But, are they? I hear this is the best brand too. The number one brand here is the Walker's brand potato chips. Yeah, you won't find these in the U.S., especially when it's stamped on there. 100% Great British potatoes. You know. Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. It's been raining all day for the most part. It's been a little cool. It was like 56 degrees today. I love it. But I went out to wait for one of my deliveries, and there was a couple on the out front smoking. I said, "Oh, what a lovely day it is." They didn't like it. They don't. They would rather it be hot. I like. It's like fall. I love it. So yeah. I do love it here. Yeah. Matter of fact, earlier I watched an episode of Miss Marple. And then there was a show that had the guy that played Captain Peacock in it. But it wasn't Are You Being Served, it was a different show. So yes, I love my British shows. Unfortunately, they don't have BBC in that. They don't have the BBC channels. Probably because those cost money. The BBC, actual BBC channels, I guess it's like $100 and some a year. Alright. I'll try those sometime too. Oh, citizenship. I did ask about it. And they think that I would probably be, if it's a match, I'd probably be a dual citizen. Um, they said that because the United States granted me citizenship, well, not really, but I was just in the place of somebody else, you know. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that yet. But if I am, that would mean I can live either there or here, or excuse me, or even possibly have a house in both places. You know, because I love Florida. I'd love to live in Florida, but I also love it here. I want to live here, so that way go back and forth. Yeah, one day at a time. So the other chips I got were the real McCoy's flame grilled steak. And of course I got the Pringles version too. I know. So I got the Pringles and these are new. These are a brand new flavor, I guess, for Pringles. I was kind of shocked to find out they had Nesquik cereal, because I've never seen it in the U.S. Probably don't have it in the U.S. Ugh. But yeah, and I was also surprised to see the Cadbury caramel donuts too. So I got those. I got those for breakfast. There's two donuts. The Cadbury uh, donuts. I've never have I ever, you know. But I went out and went to the vape store, and the guy was very polite. You know, he's like, "Oh yeah, what the prong chips? Yeah, I like them. I just don't like the smell that much, you know. But I do like them. They're good." So I went to the vaporizer store, and I had actually called ahead of the donuts. I haven't tried them yet. I'm having them for breakfast tomorrow. Trying them for breakfast tomorrow. I can only imagine. Shit, I would have gotten milk, but I don't have. I don't have a fucking fridge, you know. But I'm gonna try them. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. So I called the store first, the vape store, and yeah, then I'll tell you one thing. I'm probably gonna have, eventually, next time I come back, if it's not a match, because if it is a match, they told me I'm not gonna have to worry about paying my way back here or anything else. I won't have to worry about anything financially if it's a match coming back or anything. So that's good. Um, so I'm sure I'll be back. Either way, I'll be back, even if it's to visit and have an actual vacation, because next time it's going to be done right. This time was to get this taken care of. But next time I come back, if it is just for vacation, like if it's not a match, you know, plan it out, save up, that kind of thing. Not go on a whim where I'm like, you know what I mean. So called the vape store, right? As I was talking to the guy, and so when I went in there, it's like, yeah, I'm the one that called. He's like, oh, because he thought it was a prank call because it came up 001 or something like that. My number did. I was like, no, it was me. He's like, oh, we kind of laughed a lot. But he's like, if you do this, I don't recommend you drive. I was like, oh, I'm used to 420. He's like, oh, well, I could call the wing guy if you like. I was like, no, this is good. I prefer the vapes as it is. But yeah, he offered to call connection for me. Shit. No, I'm good. Thank you. Um, then he asked me how long I was going to be here. And, I told him I was going to be here to the 11th. And then I'm going to Derby. I'm going to spend some time with a dear friend of mine. And he's like, oh, wow, I'm from Derby. What part? I was like, I don't know, somewhere in Derbyshire. That's like, I don't fucking know. But yeah, so yeah, I guess the guy is from Derby. It's a small world after all. But, everybody seems real nice here. You know, evidently people here like like the American accent. I don't know. It's like Americans like the British accent. You know. Oh, well, there we go. I'm looking forward to seeing things there and just well, for right now, because I'm like, it costs me money to go anywhere because I gotta get a ride because there's no walking on that road. When you go down and you go to the road, there's no walking because there's no ifs, ands, or buts. I already know I'd get hit because it's like a narrow road as it is, and there's no side to the road. It's like drops off into a ditch. I'm not doing that, you know. So I'm just gonna enjoy the time I have here just to rest and do the sightseeing and that when I get there. You know, saves money, makes more sense, and because I haven't rested in a long time, it's good if I just, rest and maybe go outside for a bit and that kind of thing. But main thing I'm going to do while I'm here at the hotel is just rest. I deserve it. I know that's crazy. You're so close to London. You need to go do this. No, no, I'm good. Good. So, and I mean, honestly, I could lay down and go to sleep now, probably. That's how tired I am. Like, I'm just, I think everything is just caught up to me, and I'm, with not just the jet lag and everything, it's because I've always, haven't been sleeping well at all for a long time. Yes, yeah, I am actually. And I like the peace and the quiet. I'm not hearing, sirens and neighbors yelling at each other, and that I hate New York. I hate New York, I'm telling you. But yeah, I do feel better mentally. But since I'm here till the 11th in this room, I'm probably just gonna rest for the majority of the time I'm here, for the remainder of the time here in this room. Just makes more sense. Besides, I'm not used to the time change yet either. Well, yeah, like, um, I'm just, for one, you got jet lag, right? And then I was up for, like, I woke up on the 4th at 5:30 in the morning. I didn't get, I dozed off throughout the day yesterday, but was on the phone for 8 hours the majority of the time dealing with the goddamn bank. So I didn't go to sleep really till last night. So yeah, that's probably why I'm so fucking tired. But then I got up and I went live, and when I ended the live, it was like 5:30 here, and then I went back to sleep till 3:30. I woke up at 2:30, was live for till like 5:30, and then went back to sleep till 3:30 p.m. So, you know. But yeah. So when I do come back, see if it's not a match. Yeah, if the DNA is not a match, I'm going to plan a trip, an actual vacation, to come back and just, you know, I will go sightseeing, but I'm gonna plan it out for next time I come. I'm gonna plan it out to where, you know, I know what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna buy tickets for things like the Phantom of the Opera, things like that, but and stay at a different place where I can get to places easier. Next time, stay in London or something. Shit. But yeah, so yes, obviously, or maybe rent a Airbnb apartment, a whole apartment, something of those sorts. So yeah, do all that next time I come, because I am gonna come back regardless, either whether it's a match or not. But at least next time, if it's not a match, then that means next time I come, it's purely for leisure. right? So, well, I live in Staten Island and have never visited the Statue of Liberty. If that helps at all. I've been past it several times, just not visited. You know. You could book a Windsor. You could book a room at Windsor Palace. Seriously? I wonder how much it is. Why not? You know. How much is a room near Windsor Palace?
Room rates near Windsor Castle usually fall between 50 and 250 British pounds per night, depending on when you travel and the type of accommodation.
Castle Hotel Windsor. Hang on. Castle Hotel Windsor. So £1 equals $1.33. Well, this is lovely. So for shits and grins, let's say, I don't know, let's try August, right? So if you were to stay a week from like August 1st to August 8th, check availability. It's for two people. Oh, you're too late, no available. Damn. Okay, let's go with this. Okay, so for 1 week, for a triple room, Jesus, triple room. A triple room for 1 week, non-refundable pay online is $1,614. Windsor Junior Suite with an extra large double bed is $2,597 for a week. It's like a California King, or maybe even large, maybe even bigger of a bed. Shit. It's nice. There's reasons why it's so expensive. A couple $1,000 to stay there for a week. You know? And that's the non-refundable one. Like, if you did the, to get a breakfast free cancellation and no pre-made, where you pay at the property, for 1 week, a junior suite, the Windsor Junior Suite, $3,345. Yeah. So, it's... Yes, I've had tea. There's an electric tea kettle in my room. With real teacups. They don't give you the, like, here in the UK, they leave real teacups in your hotel rooms. Not the paper ones. Because that's not a proper cup of tea. And they give you the tea, and there's individual packets of coffee too, but I hate coffee. It tastes like burnt water. And then there's individual packets of sugar, and then there's packets of milk. It's the milk that lasts forever. It's the green milk. That's all I know. It's the green one. It says milk and it's in green. I'll stay there someday, though. Someday. Superb four-bed home in the Windsor Tapestries by Casa by Grace. Sleeps 7 to 9 people, a private hot tub hire, free parking, dog-friendly, Legoland, Windsor Castle. $4,912 for a week. I am. I love it here. And I don't mean just the hotel. With the hard fucking beds. Shit. The hard fucking beds. It is a hard bed, I'm not gonna lie. It's the only thing that I have a complaint about is the goddamn bed. You know. Hopefully the bed at the my next place I'm gonna be is nice. It's more comfortable. And actually, if this is what relaxation is, how I feel right now, I dig it. I've never felt like this before. And I think maybe it has a lot to, not just being here, but the fact that I finally did what I set out to do. And I'm gonna cry again. I did what I set out to do. And I did what I said I was gonna do. Ugh, shit. Damn it, man. um, the 16th. I'm proud of myself. You know? Even with everything that's been said and written and everything that I've gone through, I did what I said I was gonna fucking do. That should show everybody that has ever doubted me. Don't cross her. Don't say she can't do something or isn't gonna do something, or don't talk shit, because you might you're gonna learn. You're gonna fucking learn if you do. Shit. I said I was going to do it even if I had to swim across the ocean, didn't I? I was going to do a DNA test. I wasn't going to take no for an answer. And I'm proud of myself. And who knows what's going to happen next, you know? Who knows what's going to happen next? It's been a long time, you know? But I did it. Now, the only thing I'm trying to figure out now is how do I find the. How do I find the address? That's my question. Oh, it's right here. Never mind. It's just the address. Shit. See. Mm. By bus, it is 6 hours and 52 minutes. So it's 25 minutes from the railroad station in Derby. Derby. So. Nothing to fear but fear itself. They said the earliest the results could come back is next week, or it could take anywhere from next week to 2 months, couple months, something like that. Just, you know, never know. We don't know. So who knows? But they know how to get a hold of me. They know where I'm going to be staying and everything. So, So, it's 3 a.m. here. Ugh. I do think I'm gonna end this because I'm tired. As tired. But whew, next time I go live, I'll go on my main account. But I'm tired. It's 4 a.m. Up to 3 a.m. I'm gonna try. That's what I'm gonna be doing the next few days, just resting. I think I'm finally home. In a sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but just a feeling. I've never had this feeling before. You know? But yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm tired. So. Anyway, to all of you, hope you have a great day, great night, whatever it is where you're at. And until next time, I will see y'all later. And when I go live again, oh, excuse me, I'll be going on my main account. So, anyways, hope y'all have a great night, great day. You get the drift. I'm going to sleep. Have a good night, guys.